from the News Channel 5 network. This is Urban Outlook.
Hello and welcome to Urban Outlook, a forum for African American issues. I'm April Eaton. Thank you so much for being with us today. The Census Bureau just released new numbers on minority-owned businesses. The annual business survey shows nearly 141,000 black or African American-owned businesses with, get this, $141.1 billion in annual receipts, hiring 103 million employees. Sounds like good news on the business front, right? But what the study doesn't show are some of the same old issues that black business owners continue to face. The disparities on the funding side. Black entrepreneurs are less likely than white applicants to be approved for small business loans from traditional financial institutions. Well, the Bridge Resource Partnership Fund is working to change that for black entrepreneurs in the Middle Tennessee area. And here to tell us more about the fund is Phylanice Nashe. She is an entrepreneur. You are a philanthropist, you are a podcast host, yes, aware of many hats, and also one of the founders of the Bridge Resource Partnership Fund. So talk a little bit about how that all came about.
Sure. So as you mentioned, I'm an entrepreneur. My husband and I are business partners, and we experienced some of the similar things that you mentioned in the introduction, you know, not being able to receive traditional funding, even though you have acquired contracts and letters of interest, you know, 8-figure contracts, and you take those to the bank, and the banks are not interested in funding, you know, your dream or funding this important goal that you have. And so once we were able to cross those hurdles ourselves and exit a company, we decided that we wanted to invest in black entrepreneurs in Middle Tennessee. And so after having that idea and speaking with other partners who I'll mention in a minute about, here's the issue, we have the funding, how do we then make it available to black entrepreneurs in Middle Tennessee? And so that is where that's where it spawned, having that personal experience and then wanting to turn around and do the same for others.
When you went in, you and your hubby went in to try to secure funding, I'm curious, what were the reasons given for the application being declined?
The one that we heard the most was, you've never done this before. And that baffled us because how can you have innovation? How can you
start a new business?
How can you do all of those things and not be in? This is going to be your first time. That's what entrepreneurship is about.
Right.
It's seeing a need, seeing a gap, and then filling that gap with your idea, your business idea, your product or service. So that was what we heard quite frequently was, you've never done this before.
So you started the fund. You mentioned the number of partners. Talk a little bit about how you all have put this together and what I think is unique partners that are involved, from the Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee to a church to the bank, a local bank. Talk a little bit about the partnerships and bringing all of this together.
Sure, absolutely. So when the concept was, you know, we were trying to filter this out, we partnered with the Community Foundation. They have a wonderful program there to help donors funnel where they want their money to go. So the Community Foundation was able to help us put together the planning on where the money should sit and how it should be funneled out. Our other partners are at Studio Bank, Harry Allen at Studio Bank, Amelia Watts there as well. They help to underwrite these loans. And so they're traditional loans that are backed by the funds that my husband and I put up through the Community Foundation. And then our third partner is our church, Watson Grove Baptist Church. And so the church is actually one of the partners where the money will then return back to the church's Community Development Corporation or their CDC or their 501c3. And that's where the money, once it's repaid, then sits for the next entrepreneur to then receive that money. So it's cyclical. It goes out, it is repaid, and it comes back, and it's available for the next entrepreneur.
Who qualifies and who can apply, or who do you want to apply for these funding resources?
So it is for Black founders, Black entrepreneurs here in Middle Tennessee. So if you are a Black entrepreneur, a Black founder, you have a business, we welcome you to apply. It's for those businesses that have passed the ideation phase. So you've proven your concept, and now you're in the growth phase. And so that's who we're targeting with these funds.
In other words, you have to have an established business that's operating.
That's
correct. It can't be
correct.
just an idea on paper.
Correct.
You want people to be kind of in the business as at this point.
Yes, because as I mentioned, Studio Bank is underwriting the funds, and it is a traditional loan process. So you need to have, multiple years of tax returns and so on and so forth in order to qualify, because you do have to pay this back. And so it is for past the ideation, a little more established, and you're ready to enter into the growth phase.
And talk a little bit about who's applied so far and what you're seeing, the success that you're already seeing.
Absolutely. So as you mentioned, I'm a podcast host, and so earlier this year we had 2 panel discussions. The first was with our partners, and discussing the collaboration and the creation of the fund. The second were the recipients, and in this case, so far all of the recipients have been Black women. Black women-led businesses here in Middle Tennessee, and they have done phenomenally well. And they speak about it in the episode as to how those funds have impacted their businesses. One thing that I would mention is that the amounts have ranged between $30,000 and $35,000 each recipient. And what they've been able to do is take those funds, move their businesses into the next phase of growth and income in order to pay that back. So we have 2 businesses that are in health and wellness. We have one that's in hospitality. We have 2 that are consultants, one in transportation and one in employee improvement processing. So they come from a variety of backgrounds, but they all are women-led entrepreneurship or women-led businesses.
It's interesting that you talk about needing those funds to carry the business forward, to grow the business, because that was one of the things that Goldman Sachs did a study, 10,000 small business voices, found that 48% of owners of Black-owned businesses were expecting to take a line of credit or a loan, and they were trying to use the money to borrow to invest, to borrow to grow, or sometimes simply to keep the business afloat.
Yes.
However, the majority of those who knew that they needed to find this source of funding also expected not to get it, not to qualify.
Yeah.
So that's a sad state of affairs when you know that you want and you need the funds in order to grow the business, to move it forward, but you don't expect that you'll get those funds. What do business owners do in that case?
Well, I can talk about our experience.
Yeah.
And we bootstrapped. So that meant we used credit cards, we used savings, we actually leveraged equity in our home in order to meet those contract requirements for business that we had acquired that we couldn't get the traditional funding for.
Yeah.
So our background is really bootstrapping, keeping 100% of the equity in-house, as opposed to obtaining investments. And so that's where many Black entrepreneurs find themselves, are bootstrappers, traditional bootstrappers.
The other thing I find interesting too is it's not about the money, not just about the money. I mean, the money is a big piece, but the experience that the applicants get in working with the partners and working with you, working with your hubby. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So part of the podcast itself is to share those experiences.
Yeah.
And over the past 2.5 years, I have interviewed a phenomenal group of black entrepreneurs, male and female, here in Middle Tennessee that share those experiences. And my husband and I do a great deal of mentoring and talking with up-and-coming entrepreneurs. We also support many of the entrepreneurship organizations and incubators here in Nashville. And so it's a holistic view. In addition to the money, it's, talking with that individual, keeping them engaged, keeping them encouraged, as well as talking about how to balance what you're doing with your family, your home life. And that is critical and very important, because most conversations deal with, you need to go all in for this business, but you have family, and that's one of our personal experiences. We've had a family, we've been spousepreneurs, but we also have had a family, and it's important to make sure that you don't forget that portion in growing the business and making sure you maintain your home and family life and keeping that intact along the journey.
Because it can be hard trying to run a business and run your family.
Yes.
And maybe sometimes hang on to the job while you're getting that business established and on the ground and running.
Absolutely. We always say it's both and. You may have to continue to keep that W-2 job before you become a full 1099. Yes. And there's nothing wrong with that. We encourage folk, before you take that full leap, to make sure that you have a solid foundation before you do that. And that sometimes means working that full-time job, and then when you get home from that full-time job, doing what is currently your side hustle until it becomes your full-time main hustle.
Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, I want to talk more about the success of the fund and also ways that people can connect with you, find out more about how they can get their business maybe on your radar. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us.